My dear child, stop for a moment. Do not scroll. Do not turn away. Because what you are about to hear is not just another message. This is for you right now. God is saying, do not turn away. I want to see you, and before you leave, listen carefully. Because in this message, you are going to understand why you are being called at this exact moment. Why you have been feeling distant, yet still connected. What God sees in your pain that no one else sees. Why your struggles are not punishment, but preparation. What distractions are silently pulling you away. Why your faith is being tested right now. What God is about to reveal in your life. And what will happen. If you ignore this moment, there is something very important waiting for you at the end. A message that could change how you see your entire life. So stay with me, because each part connects to the next. And if you miss even one, you may not fully understand what God is trying to tell you today. Now listen carefully. Right now, in this very moment, God is calling you, not later, not tomorrow now. You may think this is just a video, but something inside you told you to stop. That feeling, that pull, that is not random. That is God reaching for you because He knows what you've been carrying. The thoughts you never said out loud, the stress you hide behind a smile, the confusion you feel when everything seems unclear. God knows, and today, He is saying, come closer. Don't ignore me, but listen carefully. Many people feel this moment and still walk away. They delay it. They ignore it. They say later, and without realizing, they walk away from the very answer they've been searching for. Now don't miss what comes next. Because the next part explains why turning away is more dangerous than you think. And if you skip it, you may miss something that could guide your life. God is saying, do not turn away from me, even if you feel tired, even if you feel lost, even if you feel unworthy. Stay, because most people think they need to fix themselves first. They say, I'll come back when I'm better. But God is saying, come to me as you are. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to stay, because the moment you turn away, you disconnect from peace, and when that happens, confusion grows, fear grows, overthinking grows, but when you stay, even silently, God begins to work. Now listen carefully, because what you're about to hear next is deeply personal. And if you skip it, you might miss something that explains your pain. You may feel like no one understands you. You talk to people, but they don't really get it. You laugh, but inside, there's heaviness. But God is saying, I see you. Every silent tear, every moment of stress, every night you couldn't sleep. He saw it. Nothing about your pain is hidden, and more importantly, none of it is ignored. God understands what you're going through, and He is closer than you think. But here's something powerful. Sometimes your pain is not meant to break you. It's meant to prepare you. And what comes next will explain why your life feels stuck sometimes. Don't skip this, because this next part can change how you see your situation. There are moments when life feels slow, empty, uncertain, and you start thinking, maybe I've been forgotten. But God is saying, I have not forgotten you. Just because things are delayed does not mean they are denied. Just because you don't see movement does not mean nothing is happening. God is working behind the scenes, aligning things, protecting you, preparing you even when you don't see it. So don't confuse silence with absence, because even in silence, God is working. Now stay with me, because what you're about to hear next explains why you are hearing this message right now. And if you skip it, you may miss your moment. You didn't find this randomly. You didn't just click by accident. There is a reason, a very specific reason why you are here, because God knows. Recently, you felt something, confusion, distance, uncertainty. And this message is His way of saying, I am still here. This is your reminder, your moment, your chance to reconnect. But listen carefully. Not everyone responds. Some people feel this and still ignore it. Don't be that person, because what comes next is deeper. It's not about your situation anymore. It's about your relationship with God. And if you skip it, you may miss the most important part. God is not just there for emergencies. He's not just someone you remember when things go wrong. God is saying, I want you. Not just your problems. He wants connection, closeness, consistency. Because when you only go to God in hard times, you miss the peace He gives in everyday life. But when you stay connected, something changes. You become stronger, calmer, more clear. Not because life is easy, but because you are not alone anymore. Now don't miss what comes next, because this explains why your life has been difficult lately. And if you skip it, you may misunderstand everything. What you're going through is not random. God is saying, your faith is being tested for a greater purpose, because growth comes through pressure, strength comes through struggle. Faith is proven in hard times. You are being shaped, prepared, strengthened for something bigger. But here's the danger. Many people quit too early, right before the breakthrough. Don't let that be you. Now listen carefully, because the next part reveals something silently pulling you away. And if you ignore it, it can block your progress. The world is full of noise, distractions everywhere, social media, people, stress, overthinking, and slowly, you feel distant from God, not because He left, but because distractions replaced Him. God is saying, refocus on me. Because where your focus goes, your life follows. Now don't skip this next part, because something important is about to be revealed to you, and many people never stay long enough to hear it. God is saying, I am about to reveal something important to you. An answer, a direction, an opportunity. But you must stay connected, because when you disconnect, you delay what's meant for you. You are closer than you think. Now stay, because this final message is the most important one. If you miss this, you miss everything right now. You have a choice, ignore or respond. God is saying, if you respond today, your life can change. Not magically, but internally. And when you change inside, everything outside begins to change. So don't delay. This is your moment, my dear child. God is still speaking to you, and He is saying, do not turn away. I want to see you. So pause and say, God, I'm here. That's enough. And before you go, type, I will not turn away, because your decision matters. And this is just the beginning.